back to Route 124 Bandstand, the show produced by the Park Theater, where we feature young up-and-coming musical artists from the New Hampshire region. The show is filmed totally outside on the bandstand in Jaffrey Common, so we are sure to get the feeling of Jaffrey and of our Park Theater in every show. Today we have an incredibly fun and upbeat group for you. Their name is Green Heron, and their music is folksy and fun, and I think you're really going to enjoy them. So let's get to their first song.
This is a song called What's the Time? Written by, I wrote it. The curtains softly blowing, let the sunlight in, and chattering in the yard sounds like a din. It's Jeannie's friend, the caravan ran, and she turns her head and goes to sleep again. Would you tell me what's the time? I don't have no notion of right. Could you turn me on a dime back to my life? Out on the porch, she hears a mockingbird song. The one man who did her wrong. Jeannie sings along when he gets to the line about the top that seems so sweet there under the pine. Would you tell me what's the time? I don't have no notion of right. Will you turn me on a dime back to my life? Well, Jeannie finally opens up the window, shade as faded as leaves as she cries. Come afternoon, she goes to close her stride, and a lonesome inside brings her into her eyes. Will you tell me what's the time? I don't have no notion of right. Will you turn me on a dime back to my life? Don't forget, she says to herself, you're always kept on a shelf. Jimmy always smiles like a Kingston ball, and Jeannie knows there won't be enough. Will you tell me what's the time? I don't have no notion of right. Will you turn me on a dime back to my life?
This one's called Feet on the Floorboards.
Well, I have Betsy and Scott here from Green Heron. Welcome. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
So for those who don't know your group, what is the origin of your group name?
Well, actually, it's fairly simple. Green was my maiden name, and Heron is our married name. It's also a bird, and we love birds.
Yeah, birds are cool. So when and how did you guys meet and decide to start making music together?
We met, I was playing in a different band. She has a band called the Green Sisters, and we were playing the same gig, and that's where we met. We kind of just started playing together, and she joined my band, and we eventually just did our own duo thing, and that's where we came from, pretty much.
How long have you been making music?
Well, together, probably 5 years. We kind of both have been doing it for most of our lives, I would say.
So how did each of you individually get into music originally?
Well, my parents had a country band growing up, so and I have 3 sisters, we kind of all, were recommended to join in. So we've been doing it since we were born, basically, but...
Well, my mother always played piano, and so eventually my brother and I decided to start a rock band. So he got a drum set, I got a guitar, and we just kind of started playing from there. That's it.
So you said you were in kind of a country family band. What drew you guys to folk music in general?
I don't know. I've just loved bluegrass in particular since I first heard it when I was a kid. It's like the harmonies and the subject matter is just very relatable, I think.
Yeah, I've always loved classic rock, and so classic rock is kind of rooted in folk music and blues, and so I just kind of kept listening until I got to old folk music and bluegrass music and all that that fiddle and banjo sound.
Nice. Well, your music it's so upbeat and it's really fun to listen to. What kind of places do you draw inspiration for your music?
That's a good question.
Great question. Well, we listen to a lot of music,
I mean, we do. I in particular do reference a lot of nature in my music, like rivers and trees and birds and stuff.
Oh yeah, just the whole kind of like back porch vibe. Just with nice weather, we just kind of, that's kind of where our thing is. Just sitting on the back porch playing a banjo under a blue sky. I think that's where my inspiration comes from.
So do you think, being in New Hampshire, it's so heavily influenced by nature, has impacted your music?
Definitely. And actually, we both grew up in Massachusetts. Like, I grew up in rural Massachusetts. He grew up outside of Boston. And we both moved to New Hampshire separately before we met each other. So, it's great. I mean, I love hiking, and I love living in New Hampshire. It definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up where we didn't have much woods, and so when I moved to, I've always hiked New Hampshire. So when I moved here, I'm like, I could do this every day. I can go to the coast in the morning. I can go up to the mountains in the afternoon. It's beautiful.
So is there a place where our audience can find more of your music?
Well, you can check out our website, greenheronmusic.com, and our Facebook page, which has a bunch of videos and stuff on it, and also where we're going to be playing. I mean, we're not playing that much right now, obviously, but yeah.
Awesome. Now, has there been a performance that has been especially memorable for you guys?
Last year, we played Prescott Park in Portsmouth. And we opened for a band called the Del McCurry Band, and that was kind of a highlight. Because
it was a big deal for us. Because he's like a big guy in the bluegrass world. So that we were very honored to play that show.
Yeah. So that was definitely a highlight. A nice crowd and just a beautiful setting. So that was probably the best gig we played so far.
Do you have maybe a local venue that you would love to play in the near future, maybe?
There's Harlow's Pub right down the road in
Oh, yeah.
Peterborough. That's a great spot, and we played there with another band, but we'd love to play there again with Green Heron.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when we can open our theater, we'll have you inside.
That would be great.
Now, I like to do just a quick lightning round of questions that are simple questions, and I'd like you to answer them as quickly as you can, if possible. And so I'll let both of you answer after I ask each question. Are you ready? Okay. So, current favorite song?
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, oh no.
I'll say Shenandoah, Trampled by
Oh,
Turtles.
that's a good one. Anything by the Dubliners.
Quickly.
I don't have a single one.
That's okay.
Yes.
Okay, how about the first favorite song you remember having?
Probably anything by Alison Krauss when I was a kid. Not a particular song.
I would say, well, the biggest one is The Weight by the band. That's a great song.
All right. So the next one, the first instrument you learned to play.
The violin, fiddle, violin.
Guitar.
How about an instrument you wish you could play?
The uilleann pipes or the bagpipes?
Fiddle.
Okay. How about favorite place to write music?
In my house, probably.
Yeah, my living room.
What about your favorite place to play music?
I like playing at the Stone Church in Newmarket. It's kind of our home base.
Stone Church. It's a great place.
How about your favorite key to write in?
Ooh, I do a lot of G.
G. It's the best key.
You guys are very, very coherent. Okay. And last question: playlist in order or on shuffle?
It depends. I like to listen to like an album in order, but if it's a mix of stuff, I like to shuffle it up, I guess.
I do the shuffle, but album in order.
Very good. All right, so that's all of our questions. You guys did a good job. And how about, would you guys like to end for our audience on maybe like your favorite bad joke?
You do. The forefathers.
Oh, the forefathers. Well, I would just say that sometimes people ask us where we learned all our traditional songs, and they say like, "Oh, you must have learned those songs from your forefathers." And I say, "Forefathers?" And I don't have forefathers. And they say, "Well, everyone's got forefathers." And I say, "Well, if I have forefathers, only one of them ever came home."
That's very good. That's a good one. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. It's been so much fun talking to you and listening to your music.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
us.
much. This is our song, our duet about love and heartbreak. This one's called Sad 'Cause I'm Blue.
1, 2, 3.
I was thinking of the day we met. We ate a picnic on the hill.
Well, excuse me, seem to forget that you left me with the bell.
I'm sad, 'cause I'm blue, I'm blue, I'm blue, I'm blue, 'cause I'm lonesome too. I'm lonesome 'cause I'm alone, I'm alone without you. Each day when we walked there was a song deep in my heart, so dear to me.
Well, tell me, did I remember it wrong? Because that song was always out of key.
I'm sad, 'cause I'm blue, I'm blue, I'm blue, so blue, 'cause I'm lonesome too. I'm lonesome 'cause I'm alone, I'm alone without you. Oh, oh.
he strolled on down the lane. Well, that piece of junk ain't worth a thing, 'cause you gave Cindy, Sue, and Sally all the same. I'm sad, 'cause I'm blue, I'm blue, sky blue, 'cause I'm lonesome too. I'm lonesome 'cause I'm lonesome. I'm alone without you. I'm sad 'cause I'm blue, I'm blue, sky blue, 'cause I'm lonesome too. I'm lonesome 'cause I'm lonesome. I'm alone without you. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, there's more Route 124 coming up. Are you a musician or a musical artist who would like some more exposure? If you are, please contact us and send us a short audition clip if you would like to be on the show. You can email us at parktv@theparktheater.org. We would really love to hear from you and have you on the show. And that's it for this Route 124 Bandstand. Thank you for watching. I'm Andrea Cornelius. We'll see you next time.